And just trying to draw some more Thought Erasures. There it is. Let's take a look. Get rid of this secondary agent. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we have a Sultai Ramp deck for you guys. This deck was able to reach Mythic rank #1, the very first deck to get there in March 2020 season. So a very powerful deck. You should have no trouble playing this deck for the entire season. It is absolutely deadly. Let's take a look at the deck list, talk a bit about the strategy, get into some gameplay footage, and then again, come around with some closing thoughts after that. So thanks for watching. Let's get into the deck list. We have 4 copies of Thought Erasure. This is a sorcery spell. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. And then you get to surveil 1, which means looking at the top card of your library and choosing to leave it there or putting it into the graveyard. We have 4 copies of Tyrant Scorn. This is an instant spell. You get to choose one. Either destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand. So there's a lot of utility here. You can use it for removal. You can use it to protect your guys. You can remove it use it as a tempo play. We have Growth Spiral, 4 copies of this as well. Another instant, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So this is a great draw engine. Normally, draw 1 for 2 is the baseline, but you also get to put a secondary land onto the battlefield for that turn, and not even tapped. It comes in untapped if it's an option. So that's really, really cool. We have 4 copies of Hydroid Krasis. This is our first creature. It's a Jellyfish Hydra Beast, 0/0. However, you can pay 2 plus X, and when you cast this spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards, round down each time. The creature has flying and trample, and he enters the battlefield with X, 1/1 counters on it. So if you cast it for 7, he's going to come out as a 5/5 because you have to subtract that 2 off the start, and then you're going to get to draw 2 cards and gain 2 life for that example. So this is a very powerful card, and even if it gets countered, the ability still triggers because it's when you cast, not when it enters. So that's really helpful there as well against some of these Azor's control decks. We have one single copy of Brazen Borrower. This has Petty Theft, an instant adventure. Return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. And then, of course, as far as the creature's concerned, it's Flash Flying, 3/1, and it can only block creatures with flying. We have 3 copies of Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. This creature is a 6/6, and he is sacrificed unless he is escaped. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life, draw a card, and then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Amazing. Of course, the escape cost is 4 plus exiling 5 other cards from your graveyard. We have 2 copies of Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths. This is a 4-drop. It's a 3/2 creature with menace. When Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths enters the battlefield, target opponent looks at the top 3 cards of their library and separates them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. 1 single copy of Eat to Extinction. This is an instant spell. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Vraska's Golgari Queen. This is a planeswalker that comes out with 4 loyalty. She has an ability for +2. You may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, gain 1 life and draw a card. -3, destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less. And -9, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Moving on to our 5-drops, we have a single copy of Massacre Girl. She has 4/4 menace, and when it enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies, each other creature other than Massacre Girl gets an additional -1/-1 until end of turn. We have 4 copies of Nissa, Who Shakes the World. This is another planeswalker coming out with 5 loyalties, and she has a static ability of whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional forest. A +1 ability of put 3 1/1 counters on up to 1 target non-land you control, untap it. It becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste that's still a land. And then -8, you get an emblem. With lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards, put them into the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle your library. We have 2 copies of Casualties of War. This is our only 6-drop. It's a sorcery spell. Choose 1 or more. Destroy either target artifact, creature, enchantments, land, or planeswalker. And again, if they have all of those on the field, you're able to pick each one of them. So there's huge value there. We have 3 islands, 2 swamps, 1 forest, 4 watery graves, 4 overgrown tombs, 3 Temple of Maladies, 4 breeding pools, 3 Temple of Mystery, and 4 fabled passages. So quite the land spread there as well. And again, this is not a budget deck. If you're interested in any budget decks, be sure to check the link in the description below, where we have an extensive playlist and a new beginner's hand guide that we're rolling out for beginner players so they can still compete with the meta. With that being said, this deck is full of rares, you guys. There are only 3 cards in this deck that are not rare. Thought Erasure, Tyrant Scorn, Growth Spiral. Every other card is rare or mythic, so this is not a cheap deck to build by any means. I hope you have your wild cards ready. So that was the deck list. Now let's talk a little bit about the strategy. The main strategy with this Sultai Ramp deck, like any ramp deck, is flood the field with land, get Nissa on the battlefield, and then just crush him with value. Get those big Krasises out. Use a Casualties of Wars to shut him down completely. Oh my god, you guys. If things get out of hand, we have stuff like Massacre Girl, Eat to Extinction. Even Tyrant Scorn can help us out a little bit there. But again, this is not a control deck. We really want to just get as much value of our own on the field as we can and just outpush our opponent with it. We do have a few things to make sure that we get through safely. Thought Erasure, this can really help make sure that the coast is clear. Maybe that means getting rid of a Shatter the Sky. Maybe that means getting rid of an Agent of Treachery. Anything like this, Mass Manipulation, whatever your opponent's big threat is that's going to deal with your board state, try to deal with it with Thought Erasure. Tyrant Scorn, this can be used as removal if your opponent's got some little creatures that have high value abilities on them, or we can just bounce our creatures to safety. Hydroid Krasis, we already talked about, it can't be countered. Well, the creature can be countered, but the ability of drawing cards and the life can't, there's nothing you can do about that. And that ties, of course, really well with our Nissa who shakes the world. Vraskis is really nice to sacrifice lands, potentially, if we get a lot of lands on the battlefield, just so we can continue to draw, because we do need to continue to draw. It's not only enough to play 2 lands per turn with Growth Spiral and Uro. We also need to draw, which Uro does for himself, which is really good. I guess Growth Spiral does as well. So yeah, the draw engines we have here are really good, and they support longevity because they're not, or the ramp engines support longevity because they have the draw attached to them. They're not just strictly ramp. It's great, you guys. Atris Oracles of Truth is going to help you draw as well. Like I said, there's not much removal. Casualties of War is really the only thing. And you know what we're hitting with it. Fires. Yeah, we're hitting fires. We're hitting Planeswalkers. We're hitting that specific land they need. Maybe some artifacts or enchantments like Prison Realm that got us locked down. Something like this to help us tip the scales back in our favor and end the game. Nissa, if we can get that going, it's just basically a win condition all in her own. She doesn't even need Hydroid Krasis. Massacre Girl, if things get risky biscuits. Eat to Extinction if they get risky as well. Brazen Borrower is just really nice utility. And yeah, you can use things like Tyrant Scorn, Bounce ability to get your Brazen Borrower back into your hand so you can reuse that Petty Theft ability over and over while protecting it from any threats. It really depends on what match you enter your strategy. But again, the overall strategy is just ramp out, get more value than your opponent, and smash in, you guys. So with that all being said, I hope you enjoyed this deck tech and deck breakdown of the new #1 Mythic deck in March 2020. This came to us by vCardarelli. Congratulations on your top finish, vCardarelli. I hope you can finish the month there and escape the wrath of Croakies and everybody else who's coming to hunt you. Congratulations. That's absolutely incredible. And thank you so much for this deck. You can check me out every single morning live on Twitch, 6 a.m. PST. You can also check us out on literally every other platform of social media as well. Most importantly, though, join the Discord because we're redoing some of our old gem giveaways. So if you've not yet won any gems, I guess people on YouTube don't like free money. So join the Discord. It's going to be a little bit more of a personal giveaway so that people are like easily accessible. I can tag them, be like, hey, you won some gems, rather than just like having people not come to me, because it's really important to grow this channel. And I said I was doing the 500,000 gem giveaway. So it's important to me, to my integrity, to get those gems out to you guys. So join the Discord. I'd love to flood your account. And with that all being said, again, thanks for watching. Enjoy today's footage, and we'll see you tomorrow. So this looks like a really nice hand. You can never say no to Nissas in your hand. That's like basically the main part of the deck. Thought Erasure off the start is pretty groovy as well. One of our few uncommons. And I say we just go for it. Let's see what we're dealing with. Agent of Treachery, Absorb, Teferi, Shatter the Sky. These are all very bad things. I guarantee he has Elspeth Conquers Death as well. Let's take his Teferi. We're going to sit on Casualties of War. I will destroy Elspeth Conquers Death every single time it touches the field. Alright, let's chill out. Next turn we'll pay and play our Atris into what I believe to be an Absorb. We do need it out of his hand though. Right? Thank you. Really, he should have left it and used Shatter the Sky there and kept an Absorb for our Planeswalker. Just my opinion. You gotta prioritize your removals. Birth of Maltese, that's fine. He's continuing to ramp towards 7 though. That will be a problem. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's pull out a Shatter the Sky here, I'm sure. Just a basic swamp. Charming Prince for the Scry, I'm assuming? Yes. Look at these sleeves, those are nice! Ooh! Let's take the Scry. Looking for a Hydroid Krasis. Let's be honest.
Behold, nature's true power.
Taking his breeding pool because it's his only green source. Takes him further back away from his Agent of Treachery. Let's go ahead and bounce.
Rise, my elemental friend.
He's forced to use his Shatter the Sky, which sucks. We should have left a land back. That's a huge mistake. We need to draw a land here. Oh no, we don't. We have Nissa on the field. He's getting closer to Agent of Treachery though. That's really bad. 1, 2, 6, that's 7. He's got it next turn. Let's -8 on ourselves.
Spring eternal.
Yeah, I think all come in tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could play another Nissa if we wanted already. I'm gonna leave it in my hands, see if he'll pull it and play it on something. Right? We need that Agent of Treachery not on a Nissa. You know what I mean? Let's look for a Hydroid Krasis. Take the shuffle here. Always helps. There's not much land left in the deck. Right, what's he gonna do? Agent of Treachery, some of our lands? Uh-oh, uh-oh, Thought Erasure time. He's got 2 of them. Oh no. Less than ideal. Get rid of more land. We don't need that. We would like more Thought Erasures though. Let's take that main phase Growth Spiral. Arrow draw / ramp. Of course we had Temple. Take that Scry. What is it? Another Arrow. That's fine. Maybe he will take our Arrow. Right? That's not the worst. It's one way of drawing out his Agent of Treachery. We could also play it on top of Sacrifice ourselves and just continue our draw. This one didn't escape, so it's going to sacrifice itself. So we're keeping the field empty and just trying to draw some more Thought Erasures. There it is. Let's take a look. Get rid of this secondary agent. Land can go. Don't need that. And now let's try to draw out more Shattered Skies.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Harness
We have so much land here, it's not even funny. Whatever. There's no way to bring anything back from the grave in this deck, so it doesn't really matter what we do. It's like to keep those good cards in the grave. Hydroid Krasis, that's a key component for us here. And we can just go ahead and pass. We can't get through the attack, or with the attack anyways. Plays his own Uro. It will be sacked. Draws the land. First Shatter the Sky, that's fine. Our land survives. So really he just lost his blocker. Eat to Extinction is going to be really good. Let's go ahead and draw out another land here. If we have any more, hopefully we don't. We do. 2 more left. Let's go ahead and tap. Plus this. Oh, I don't know. Let's cast it for what, 10? Who cares? Oh, 13 is what we need. How many cards do we have left? 24, that's fine. I don't think we have 26 land, actually. Oh, we do. We have so much more than that. Math. I don't want to do math. Yeah, we still have plenty more than that as well. All right. I mean... let's attack first. Then we can use our Uro here. Just flooding the field. It's too much value, guys. And we just like to put more lands on the field. Take the Scry. Tyrant Scorn's pretty cool, we've learnt. And we can Growth Spiral that into our hand, I guess. Put another Scry on the field. Another Tyrant Scorn. We'll allow it. We can't bounce our Hydroid Krasis to our hand because we were too greedy. But I don't think at this point it even matters, you guys. Let's just aggro in. Our lands stay on the field, he can't touch those. We can easily clean up Uro with a casualty here. All right, this is pretty messy, you guys, at this point.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Land, enchantment, creature. And I guess we still had basic lands to pull, didn't we? Right, one more basic land out of our deck. I'm pretty sure. There it is. And really, let's attack for 9, I guess. We could draw the rest of our deck, or we could just chill out, and I think that's exactly what we'll do. He's going to try Uro one more time. It does not block 4 lands, though. And we can easily just wipe it as well. 5 planes left as well. It's a weird land base. Prince Charming, okay. Okay. Pretty cool stuff here. Caning Life, I love it. Let's take out this Uro. Alright, you guys, so that first match was pretty gross. The fact that we were able to hold our Nissa out and wait for our Thought Erasure to pull out his Agents of Treachery, that definitely won us the game. We have our killer combo on the side here. Ever since War of the Spark, this has been one of the best combos, and it is not leaving. I already have a Tyrant score, and I'm not sure how relevant that's going to be in this matchup. Looks like it could be a mirror. I don't know how worried I am about this Vantress Gargoyle either. It is a 5/4, but it can't attack unless I've got 7 or more cards in my graveyard. And it can only defend if he has 4 or more cards in his hand. Very interesting. I'll leave it at that. That could make things more difficult. He's going to get a nice draw when he plays his Uro. Ooh! What kind of janked world did we just walk into, you guys? What the heck? This is weird. So Uro's in his graveyard. He can just reanimate Uro from his graveyard? Hopefully he activates his Lav ability, or Lazav, the Multifarious. Not a card I've ever actually really played with. That's something we should explore more. So he's paying the ability for it. And now that he's paid for it, I'm just gonna wipe it. It's a 3 cost, right? 2 cost. Racked. He was gonna reanimate this Uro from his graveyard. You know it. Ooh, he can double tap his Vantris. And he pulls out a Pulcheranos from his graveyard. Oh my god. One, two, three, four, five, six. He could definitely play it. That is frightening.
Power surges through these lands. The land fights for us.
I ebb and flow with battle.
We don't have 7 cards in our graveyard yet, so we can't attack. Nissa should be safe. He's gonna be greedy. I'm feeling the greed here, you guys. He wants that Pulcheranos out on the field. How do we kill that, though? Just huge Hydroid Krasis? Okay. Uro. Double draw. You know, I can get down with that. Double draw, put the land on the field for 3. Ooh. I really want a Thought Erasure. You know what I mean? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Right? We need oh no, we can plus this as well.
Behold, nature's true.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 means we're casting it for 8. Plus we have 2, we cast it for 10. Nope, I guess it is 8. Or we do it, yeah, we do it for 8. Do it for 7. That way we can still Thought Erase if we want, I guess. And it survives the Uro interaction. Right? Very interesting deck. We're almost forced to deal with his Laza first. He could almost kill our Nissa, but again, we do have that backup, which is nice. We're going to try to get this Uro, get some more land on the field for us. He's going to try to do his own Hydroid Krasis. No. Interesting.
Let's get moving.
Please Spark double his Kyora? No, it's got to be his Uro. He did do his Kyora. That's incredible. What is life? He's really trying to outvalue us with that draw.
Do not test me.
Let's continue what we're gonna do. Cannot stand it, you guys. Woof. That is a value battle. Alright, you guys. We won the first 2 battles without really any trouble. Let's see if we go 3-0. And I do not doubt it. Casualties of War is pretty heavy. Hydroid Krasis is pretty heavy. I think we're going to take a mulligan. Keep 6. And do we toss a Nissa? That feels bad and wrong, but hey, I'd rather play that turn 4 as well. Incubation Druid. This gets out of hand sometimes, let's be honest. A secondary Uro could be helpful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We need definitely some of that removal. Please and thank you. Let's try to Uro out. Obviously, we put the tap land in. Tyrant Scorn, I believe, is what we're digging for now at this point. Ooh, Biogenic Ooze. Okay, we are now looking for a Massacre Girl. Right away, we need a Massacre Girl, right off the top. 1 Massacre Girl, please. Believe in the heart of the cards. Oh, it's not that, but it's not bad. We need a secondary forest, which we don't have? What's wrong with this list? That single thing. There's now 2 regular forests for our Uro. Ugh. We can kill the big Incubation Druid, which we should probably do. We should also probably just continue to ramp and draw. Right, we need that Massacre Girl. That can come in tapped. And now we can get rid of this anyways. Before he's able to use the mana, right? Just get that off the field. We do have to deal with this Biogenic Ooze, though, you guys. That's less than ideal. We need a 2-drop, right? Oh no. This is getting worse every second. Try to take some draw here. He's giving me all 3 cards. Really? Let's see what he's got in his hand. Wow. It's a hard pick. I don't know when our next Thought Erasure is going to be. We can kill the Hydra with our Tyrant Scorn though, so this is why we do that. Okay, so we get the 2-drop. 1, 2, there's no 3. Oh, this is a secondary 2. This will work. We're getting hit really hard here though. Oh my god. 1 Massacre Girl, please. No, it does not work anymore. Shit. No, does it? 1, 2, 3. There's no 4. Oh my god. We have 2 land left. Right, it's gonna deal 1 damage to everything, 2 damage to everything, 3 damage to everything, 4 damage to everything. That's it. We're falling short. Our only option is to try to ride it off,
I will protect the virtue of this world.
which I don't think will work either.
Friend.
No attacks. End our turn. If we would have known, we could have reanimated a secondary island source and then double bounce with our Tyrant Scorn. Okay, he's just used all his mana. It's his turn before he attacked. Let's bounce the ooze. Yorvo goes up, that's fine. Pal Collector on the field, also fine. I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're okay. This is okay. We're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How does that work? Oh my god. So we're going to play it. It's going to deal 1. It's going to deal 2. It's going to deal 3. It's going to deal 4. It's going to deal 5. It's going to deal 6. It will only deal 6 damage. It won't kill his Yorvo unless we do something about it. So I have to take this damage. I can reanimate with the land, so I'll have another land to sack.
Harness the elements.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I may have overdone it. That's on me. So we get to chill out for a little bit, right? He doesn't have a lot of land. And I think we were able to get to our Massacre Girl in time. Right? I mean, Yorvo does nothing. Nuke it.
I've suffered worse.
Let's bring that land out. We shouldn't mess with our single green land. That's pretty risky biscuits. Let's go ahead and strike for 7. That's some big boy damage. Play our Uro on top of it. And this match just went from looking pretty rough to looking very good. And this is the first time we've seen Brazen Borrower all day. Very nice card though, that's for sure. Three and 0, you guys. Sultai Ramp. Very impressive. All right, you guys. That was our Sultai Ramp Mythic number 1 from March 2020 season in MTG Arena. This deck is brutal, you guys. What a house. We've seen the ability of Thought Erasure just to save games. Tyrant Scorn just saves games as well. So those uncommons and commons that are in here, I think they're both uncommons. They're just so powerful. Growth Spiral is the only uncommon, and then everything else is rare and mythic. Nissa, please don't go anywhere. We're going to miss you so much when you leave. Hydroid Krasis, God bless as well. You are such a powerful, powerful beast. With that all being said, you guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you who can follow these videos to their entirety. If you want to support the channel, just open up one of my playlists and let it play. Go to work and let the playlists play, baby. Okay, you guys, thanks again. We'll check you all out tomorrow. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.